to all. I hope all are fine. Now our world is suffering from a pandemic disease, that is coronavirus or COVID-19. No need to fear about this, but we have to take certain precautions, like we have to wear mask, we have to use hand sanitizers, and we have to maintain social distance while we are communicating with others. So I am Mrs. Lakshmi Nandana from class 12. Today I am going to take the subject chemistry. Under chemistry I am going to take the chapter surface chemistry. So what is surface chemistry? This is a new topic which we are studying, right? So what is surface chemistry? Surface chemistry deals with the study of physical and chemical phenomena occurring between the boundary separating two phases. Separating two phases. What are the two phases? The two phases is considered to be the bulk phases. That is, the first bulk phases may be a pure component or a solution, and the second bulk phases may be a solid, liquid, solid gas, solid vacuum, liquid gas, etc. Under that, which I am going to teach you is adsorption and absorption. So before that, we have to study what is surface chemistry. No, just we can apply that in our day-to-day life. So consider a dirt shirt, and we have to study surface chemistry in that. What we will do? We have to study the physical and chemical phenomenon occurring between the dirt and the fabric. That is a simple example which we are linking surface chemistry with our day-to-day life. So, for adsorption and absorption, there is also example. Adsorption in the sense, the dirt from the environment stitches to our layer, and it will form a layer in our skin, right? Whether we can discriminate which is the dust and which is our skin? No. The dust will what? Apply in our skin tone color, right? What is the color of our skin? In that color tone, what the dust will emerge and forms a layer in our skin, right? That is the example for adsorption in our day-to-day life. Okay. And what is absorption in our day-to-day life? Consider the example which we studied before. Dirt in the shirt. To remove dirt in the shirt, what we will apply? We will apply soap solution, right? What we will apply? Soap solution. So whether the soap solution forms layer? No. The soap solution. The fabric will absorb soap solution, right? The fabric will absorb the soap solution. And what the fabric will do? The soap solution will form micelle. What the soap solution will form? Micelle. The soap solution will form micelle, and the fabric absorb the cleaning content of the soap solution and remove the dirt, right? And remove the dirt. That is known as the day-to-day example of adsorption. So in chemistry, adsorption we studied later. What in our day-to-day life we applied that absorption, right? So in chemistry it defines the phenomenon of attracting and retaining. What? Attracting and adsorbent. What is adsorbate in the senses? The surface in which the adsorbent sticks on. The surface in which adsorbent sticks on is known as what? Adsorbate. And the adsorbent means the surface where the adsorbate sticks. The surface where the adsorbate sticks. For example, water vapor on silica gel. We are taking to explain this water vapor on silica gel. So, in this, which will be the water vapor and which will be silica gel? Adsorbate is considered to be water vapor and silica gel is considered to be adsorbent. What is adsorbate? Water vapor. And what is adsorbent? Silica gel. Understand? Next, difference between adsorption and adsorption. What? Difference between adsorption and adsorption. Adsorption is considered to be a surface phenomena. Adsorption is considered to be a surface phenomena, while absorption is considered to be a bulk phenomena. Adsorption is considered to be a surface phenomena and absorption is considered to be a bulk phenomena. In adsorption, what? In adsorption, the rate is rapid. The rate of adsorption is rapid. But in absorption, what is the rate of time? The rate is uniform. the absorption rate is uniform. In the case of adsorption, it is rapid. The next thing is adsorption. It is a bulk adsorption. It is an what surface phenomena, right? So the concentration is more. The concentration is more, but in absorption, it is a bulky phenomena, right? All the particles will be uniform. So it is a uniform phenomena. It is a uniform phenomena. So adsorption, it is a surface phenomena and it depends on temperature. Adsorption is a surface phenomena and it depends on temperature, while absorption is a bulk phenomena. Absorption is a bulk phenomena and it does not depends on temperature. It does not depends on temperature. Next, we can study the mechanism of adsorption. So, adsorption occurs the particles on the surface of the bulk. So, mechanism of adsorption. What is the first mechanism in the sense is adsorption, because the particles of the surface and the bulk are not in same adsorption. Adsorption is mainly classified into two: physical adsorption, chemical adsorption. Physical adsorption is called physisorption. Physical adsorption is called physisorption. While chemical adsorption is called chemisorption. So we can study the difference between them. Okay. So in physical adsorption, lack of specificity. In physical adsorption, lack of specificity. That is, it is not specific in nature. But chemical adsorption, high specificity. In the sense, it is large amount in nature. It is specific in nature. And the physical adsorption can be reversed. So what will be the nature? Reversible in nature. But chemical adsorption, it cannot be reversed. So what will be the nature? Irreversible in nature. And in the case of surface area, the physical adsorption, chemical adsorption are friends. How? In surface area, according to the absorbent extent, the surface area increases in physical adsorption. The same condition is in chemical adsorption. What? According to the extent of adsorption, what? The surface area also get extends in chemical adsorption. So, in one, that is surface area, both physical and chemical adsorption are same. Low enthalpy. Physical adsorption possesses low enthalpy. Though it is an exothermic process, it possesses low enthalpy. What is enthalpy? 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. But in the case of chemical adsorption, the enthalpy is more because it possesses 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole. What it possesses? 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole. Then in physical adsorption, the effect of temperature. According to the temperature increases, what? The physical adsorption decreases. But in chemical adsorption, what is the case? According to the effect of temperature increases, first the chemical adsorption gets increases. Okay. Next, we can know what is physisorption, what is chemisorption, right? What is physisorption? Specific in nature. Chemisorption, non-specific in nature. In the case, what? Physisorption, surface area increases according to the absorbent increases. The same thing in that. But physisorption arises due to weak van der Waals force. Physisorption, how it arises? Due to weak van der Waals force. But chemisorption arises due to what? Chemical bond. Due to chemical bond. The next is we can study some applications of adsorption. What we can study? Applications of adsorption. In your text, 10 applications are there. The first application is production of liquid hydrogen. Okay. The next is in gas mask. What is the second application in gas mask? What in the case, what is used in the gas mask is activated charcoal. What? Activated charcoal or mixture of absorbents. Activated charcoal and mixture of adsorbents. It is generally used to absorb poisonous gas. It is generally used to absorb poisonous gas. This is mainly used by the miners in coal. Why they were using this gas mask? Do you know? While you are going under deep into the earth, there are some harmful gases like CO, CH4, etc. Right? So it is very harmful and it leads to death. Right? So while we are using this gas mask, what? It will convert that poisonous gas and they will get the fresh air. The third one is control humidity. The third one is control humidity. So silica gel and aluminium gel are the main substances which is used to what absorb that humidity from the or the moisture from the air. I think so most of them have purchased from Flipkart or Amazon, etc. Right? So we will get a small packet of white color, right? Inside that what one small white color crystals are there. No? In most cases we will use silica gel. In some cases rarely we will use aluminium gel. So what is the function of this? To control humidity. And the fourth one is removing of coloring matter from substances. Removing of coloring matter from substances. So nowadays we are buying some drinks, juice or some sweets from what bakeries, etc. Are you thinking that are fresh? No, that is all not fresh, right? They were using coloring matter, right? To decolorize this, we have to what? Make these substances with close contact with activated charcoal or water. Fullers from the activated charcoal or fullers from the this method you will decolorize the substances. Actually, this method is used in the manufacture of cane sugar. Mostly used in the manufacture of cane sugar. The next is for fifth one is heterogeneous catalysis. Heterogeneous catalysis. So while we are adding adsorption to this catalysis reaction, what will happen? The rate of reaction gets increased. What will happen? The rate of reaction gets increased. Some metals are iron, nickel, platinum, palladium, etc. Some of the most common metals. The next is what? Separation of inert gas. Separation of inert gas. So while we are observing, absorption takes place. Some difference will come now. Some difference in degrees will happen, right? So the next is separation of inert gas. So while we are observing something, some difference in degree will happen. Some difference in degree will happen. So this leads to difference in temperature, right? This leads to difference in temperature. From that, noble gas can be separated due to difference in degree and due to difference in temperature. The next is in curing diseases. While in curing diseases, the next application in curing diseases. So while curing diseases, what we will do? Whether we will inject drugs or not? Yes, we will inject drugs. So what this drugs is actually doing in the sense is, they will absorb the germs to be killed. So whether the absorption phenomenon is taking place or not? Yes, the absorption phenomenon is taking place. The next is in fourth flotation process. In fourth flotation process, the later chapter general principles we studied fourth flotation process. What is happening in this fourth flotation process is the low grade sulfate ore. The low grade sulfate ore is separating from its silica. The low grade sulfate ore is separating from the silica by using of pine oil or flotation, that is enzyme or the substances or agent. The next phenomenon is in adsorption indicator. In adsorption indicator. So many adsorption indicators are used, right? For analysis, we will use volumetric indicators. In analysis, we will use volumetric indicators. In day-to-day life, we are applying with dyes. Some colors we are applying, right? This is all coming under what? The adsorption indicators. The last application is chromatographic analysis. What is the last application? Chromatographic analysis means it is used for purification. It is used for purification, right? So it is used in the analytical way and industrial way. So the chromatographic technique is used in both analytical way and industrial way. This phenomena is working under adsorption. So the purification in both analytical way and what? Industrial way. Which phenomena is going on? Absorption phenomena is going on. Hope you all enjoyed my class. Stay home, stay safe. We can make the change to break the chain.